What up, family? Hold on. Get my shit together real quick. Okay, come on. What out with the gang, man? SNTV, did you have a great weekend? My weekend was full of um I'm gonna say family, put it like that. You know, I'm not doing too much since I've been out. I'm trying to stay out the way. No, I'm not trying to do nothing. I am staying out the way. Um I've just been enjoying being free, man. Uh Ebrio, what's good? Where y'all from, man? Who we got in here? EJ the Goon, what's good, gang? Dante Meredith, what on? Black Mob, my boy. You got Sharpshooter Judah in here. King Hazy, what's good, gang? Mr. Graybeard, what on? EJ, okay. We got Houston in here. Now, unfortunately, I'm not off papers yet, but I don't have that much longer on papers. We got Fort Worth, Texas in here. We got Correll, New Orleans in here, man. Live, man. Hey, bro, I remember you, bro. Real talk. Now, this segment is gonna be a lot different, y'all. What I'm gonna be doing is I'm gonna let y'all actually get on the platform tonight. So, you know, if y'all want to get on the, y'all want to get on the live, man, I don't know about that, but hold on. Invite guests. Copy. All right. So if y'all want to get on the live, man, I'm gonna be bringing y'all in tonight. We got Louisville in here, my boy Joseph Smith. Boy, hey, Joseph, man, you got to get up here with me, bro. I surely appreciate you, man. I definitely appreciate you. Joseph helped me out with the audio, man. I really appreciate you, gang. Simeon, what's good with you? We got what is that? L Town Crazy. We got L Town in here. We got Miami in here. Yes, sir. We back like 4 flats on the Cadillac. Who we got in here? We got Gary, Indiana. We got Bodymore Murderland in here. They say we got Florida in here, not Florida, but Florida. We got Florida in here. We back like 4 flats on the Cadillac. No doubt. We got Louisville in here. We got Shreveport. We got Las Vegas and Cali. We got the east side of Detroit, man. My man's in them. Shout out my boy Time, man. Shout out that girl Juju, man. Shout out Dante. Shout out the Future 504. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed, man. This gonna be a wonderful stream. It's gonna be a very, very good stream right here, man. I got not necessarily a lot to talk about, but I got a lot to talk about. One thing we're gonna talk about tonight, man, we're gonna get this straight. We're gonna identify the definition of snitching. That's right, y'all. We're gonna delve into what it means to snitch or what it means to be a snitch. I feel like it's kind of subjective. Everybody has their own definition of what they think a snitch is, Me, myself, personally, I think only a certain type of person fit the category of snitching, So I got my opinion. Y'all got y'all opinion. I want to hear everybody's opinion. And this is how we're going to do it tonight, man. We got 82 people in here, man. Y'all 82 people, hit the like button. Y'all make sure y'all share this. We going up tonight, man. The ceiling for tonight. We trying to get 500 for tonight. That's what it is, man. 500 is the goal for the night. $500, man. You know, it's Sunday night. Everybody got to be back to work tomorrow. We finna enjoy ourselves on this good Sunday night. I'm looking for my other phone. I don't see it. Oh, okay. Is that needed? Is that needed? Okay. So let me put this in here. Where are my notes? There we go. I don't even need them. I do need that though. That's what I need. So 500 is the goal tonight, man. And again, man, shout out to the Crown Chat, man. Y'all already know what time it is. Mr. Gray. Mr. Graybeard 228, man. Shout out to the 228. He said, appreciate you, King, for real. Salute. No, sir. I appreciate you. Real talk, man. Okay, so we got Biloxi, man. The Biloxi area in here, Gulfport, Pascagoula in here, man. Mississippi. Mr. Graybeard, man, 228. We definitely appreciate your contribution to the channel. He said he appreciates you, King, for real. Salute, man. I appreciate you, King. Real talk. Salute you, gang. Straight up. Again, we definitely finna go live tonight, man. We finna do it big tonight, man. I'm gonna be on here for a little minute. I ain't got number time, man. Make sure y'all hit that like button. The goal tonight is to actually touch bases with the subject. Tonight, we dealing with everything that has anything to do with snitching, the definition of snitching. What do you call a snitch? What do I feel like a snitch is? And we got all night to do it. I'm going to be honest with y'all. I ain't in prison no more, baby. I'm here. Your boy here. This finna be my first stream. We might go 3 hours tonight, depending. You know, depending on how long y'all want to go. I got all night, you know. If you want to get up here, say your piece. Tonight is the night to do it. You know, all of the doors are open tonight. We got Hotlanta in here. Okay, so before I put the link out for everybody to enter the chat, because I know it's gonna be some people that's gonna want to come in. I'm gonna go ahead and tell y'all what I, give y'all my definition and let y'all know what's going on and where I got the idea for this, for this stream from. Okay, so Big U, right? Everybody knows that Big U is now fighting a federal case. So the federal case that Big U is, premature. For those of y'all who don't know who Big U is like a big time Crip from LA. He's also said to have been the one that had something to do with Nipsey Hussle being killed. One of their own partners came out and said that Big U called him 30 minutes prior to Nipsey being killed and told him that Nipsey was already dead. Again, one of their own guys, if I'm not mistaken, it was Loose Cannon, said Big U called him and told him that Nip was already gone before he actually got killed. How did he know this? When Big U called him and told him that Nipsey was dead, he called Nipsey's phone. What happened? Nipsey answered the phone. When Nipsey answered the phone, Loose Cannon assumed that Big U had been sadly mistaken, that, it was a mistake. He didn't never even address Nipsey about it or nothing. 20 to 30 minutes later, Nipsey's dead. So, these are not my words. These are Loose Cannon's words. If you don't believe me, you can tap into that interview that he had with Adam 22, and he's basically putting it out there. Some of y'all have seen it. Okay, so Big U alleged now, he allegedly killed one of his own artists and left his body in the desert. So allegedly, Big U is treacherous. He's a treacherous head of the Rolling 60 Crips. Now, if you know anything about the Rolling 60 Crips, they have an affirmation. Their affirmation is, you are not a true Rolling 60 Crip until you kill a Rolling 60 Crip. That sounds crazy as hell, but I'm gonna say it again. You know why? Because that says a lot. That says a lot about the gang life. And the Rolling 60 Crips ain't no different from no other gangs. They say, you are not a true Rolling 60 Crip until you kill another Rolling 60. Now, correct me when I'm wrong, y'all. We gonna get to the bottom of this shit tonight because I got time tonight. The Rolling 60s, not just the Rolling 60s. As far as I know, anything that's rolling is part of the same gang. For instance, Rolling 30s, Rolling 40s, Rolling 20s, the Rolling 50s. As far as I know, all of those are all the same gang. They just come from different areas. I heard that the Rolling 60s, anything that was rolling was the biggest set in LA. I could be mistaken now. I've never even been to LA, but I could be mistaken. Correct me when I'm wrong. Long live Nick. They say Big U. Long live Nip. They say Big U is overcooked. They asking, is Brick Baby talking? Brick Baby been talking. Brick Baby may not have said nothing to the police, but Brick Baby was only doing these interviews, doing too much talking. And shout out to Brick Baby. I fuck with Brick Baby. Brick Baby's a cool guy, but Brick Baby said a lot. Shout out to Love and Loyalty for the donation. We now down to hold on, I'm tripping. We're down to $470.01. She said, at work, but Ohio in the building. Shout out Ohio. Salute, King. Give him his flowers while he's here. Kings and queens. Shout out to Love and Loyalty. She's been showing a lot of love to the channel, man. And she's definitely right. We definitely kings and queens. Again, shout out to Ohio. Stop me when I'm wrong. Or now I'm not gonna say stop me, correct me. Correct me when I'm wrong. The Rolling 60 Crips are the biggest set in LA. Right? And their affirmation is you're not a real Rolling 60 or until you actually take one out. Who this is right here, man? Shout out to my boy Mo, man, for the donation. That takes us down to $450.02. All right, so we've already chopped it down $50, y'all, and we've been streaming what about maybe 10 minutes already? Shout out to the gang. Who this is right here? My boy AZ. He said, let's go. We already gone, gang. I appreciate you for the donation. So we down to damn, this weak ass calculator. This bitch weak as hell. $9.99. We down to $440.03, y'all. It's my boy This is my boy right here, AZ King, man. Man, y'all showing love tonight. Mylan Walker. Appreciate it, gang. We down to $435.04. Right? Okay. So we have our description on who Big U is. So basically, moral of the story is allegedly Big U is a fucking scumbag. You know, according to what people been saying, Big U's a scumbag. I'm from Chirac, man, Chicago, Illinois, the West Side, Austin neighborhood, Mike Jones. If you didn't know that, I think you should have knew that, because I think, if I'm not mistaken, you've been rocking with me for a minute. I don't know how you didn't know that. Big U is allegedly a scumbag. Why is Big U allegedly a scumbag? Because of what I've heard, Big U has took out countless numbers of his own crew, and Big U is allegedly a snitch as well. Allegedly. All of this is alleged, y'all. I don't know Big U personally. I've never done any business with Big U. Big U ain't never told on me. I ain't never seen no paperwork with Big U in it. I do know that him and Whack 100 got into a quote-unquote back and forth, and Whack 100 supposed to have looked up some paperwork with his name on it. How true it is, I don't know it. People make fake paperwork every day. But this is what they say, right? We got 153 people in here. I can't see the likes, but y'all make sure that y'all get the likes up. I'm pretty sure that everybody in here is not has not hit the like button. Okay. So, with that being said, Big U is in trial right now. Allegedly, everybody in LA is snitching on Big U. They say they got midgets coming out. They say they got kids, women, children. Everybody's telling on Big U. He has a 43 count indictment. So for the people in the back, a 43, no sir, I'm not from DCG. No sir. For those of y'all in the back who don't understand what a 43 count indictment is, that is 43 charges, right? That he has against him. If Big U loses this case, Big U will never see the light of day again. Why do you say that, SNTV? That 43 count indictment is federal, right? So we already know how the feds work. Shout out my boy Bin Laden. This right here, man, this guy right here, man, he been with me since day one. Real loyal supporter. As a matter of fact, he's not even a supporter. He's actually a member. He's part of the crown right here. You know, his word is damn near law on this channel. You see what I'm saying? It's certain people, him, AZ King, my girl, Your Sweet Place, Love and Loyalty. Whatever they say goes on my channel. You know, we down to We down to 430.05. Shout out to my boy Bin Laden, man. I appreciate the love. All right, we got Drake Khan right here. Drake Khan 3000. DW. That took us down to 420.05. I appreciate that. Then we got my boy Orlando Williams. I appreciate that. That takes us down to we down to 418, gang. We got my girl Tanil in the building. Man, shout out to the gang, man. We got the whole gang in here tonight. I know this bitch finna go up, man. I don't know why we got 161 people. It's supposed to be way more people than that. Y'all go and share this, man. 162 people. Y'all hit that like button and share this, man. Let me get in my let me send my notifications out. I'm just as guilty as y'all. I ain't shared shit. Let me send my notifications out. This one right here, we ain't even scratched the surface other lie yet. We ain't even started yet for real. There we go. Okay. Now everything good. I don't know why I be doing that shit. You hear her? I think with this, either you got to put the thumbnail on before or after. Anyway, shout out to my boy Orlando. Okay, so Big U, he's allegedly a scumbag, right? Big U is a scumbag, allegedly. He's fighting a 43 count indictment with the feds. Big U is also representing himself. Big U is representing himself, y'all. Now, some people say that, some people actually say that he has a good chance representing himself, depending on what he knows. The majority of us, and I fall in this category, I feel like this, right? When it comes to representing yourself in a court case, we have to analyze what you actually know dealing with jurisprudence, the study of law, right? So this is the equivalent of somebody getting up off the couch with no training, going into the ring, beating Muhammad Ali, going into the ring, beating Mike Tyson, going into the ring, beating Floyd Mayweather. No training. Now, I don't personally know Big U like that, but what I do know is Big U just got locked up a couple months ago, right? I just got out of prison. The difference between people that are in prison and people that are locked up in prison, you got way more time to do shit. I had way more time to read. I had way more time to study versus out here. Things are going. The kids are running around. Child support. Everybody's asking questions. Things are moving. I got to move. I got to do this. I got to do that. Before I know it, it's the day's over. Boom. I go to sleep, wake up the same day. It's over. It's a lot. It's moving. And here, guess what? And there, guess what? Time is standing still. Damn near. So you have to do things to occupy your time. Read, work out, watch TV. And it ain't a lot to do in prison. So I said that to say this. Most guys that are in prison, they learn the law. I don't know how much time Big U has did to learn the law, but what I do know is Big U is coming off the streets, representing himself. So unless he already knows a lot about the law, representing himself can be dangerous right here. And not only that, he's representing himself against the most competent force in the land, the feds. The feds ain't like I call him Lil Ray right now. The city police, that's Lil Ray right now. They don't know what the hell they doing for real. You can go get a job up there as long as you ain't got no felony. Stop playing with me. Oh my mama. They ain't nothing. They ain't nothing. The only way they solve crimes is if we come out and tell them. If y'all don't come out and tell them, if people don't tell on themselves, them folks will never solve a crime. Straight up. You get so many people killed in LA every day. And folks ain't, LA got how many people in it? 4-5 million. Chicago got a metropolitan area of 3 million. New York got a metropolitan of 8 million. LA is the second biggest city in the US of A. Come on, guys. Them people ain't no hell of a people. But when you're dealing with the feds, they exhausting our remedies. They coming at you from every angle they can come at. Big U has to be the only guy that I've heard of that's representing himself against the feds. Now either he knows something or he done said fuck life. You know, ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Either he know a whole lot or he just said fuck it. Fuck it. Let's do it. Y'all gonna give me life anyway. Damn it, let's do it. I'm gonna go out. He gonna be a legend after this shit. Either way it go, whether he win or he lose, he gonna be a legend. And either we gonna say, that motherfucker Big U a bad motherfucker, or we gonna say that motherfucker Big U a bad motherfucker. Either way it go. Cause you bad, cause you even thought about representing yourself against the feds. Motherfuckers don't even go against the feds. People usually cop out against the feds. The feds have a what, 95, 96, 97% conviction rate? How many people in your lifetime you know beat the feds? So you got to ask that question. What is it that Big U knows? He got to know something. And I commend Big U for what he do know. Now, a lot of people say that Big U is preparing to snitch. That's what they saying. Again, those ain't my words. I don't know Big U. I don't know what he's capable of. I do know that I've heard a lot about Big U, and most of what I've heard about Big U has been bad. Okay. So, Big U is representing himself in a 43 count indictment against the feds. Again, that's like a champion. That's like me getting up off the couch going against a championship boxer 9 times out of 10. Well, 9.8 times out of 10, I'm gonna get my ass wiped all over the ring. But I still have that 2%, that 0.000.2% chance on winning. If anything's possible. I'm also hearing a lot of people are telling on Big U. I'm hearing that a lot of people are telling on Big U, right? And like I said, I'm hearing that Big U was the one that had something to do with Nipsey. So let's get into it. I'm gonna let y'all watch this video real quick, and then the video is not gonna be long, and then we're gonna actually get into, you know, the live.
This is the last conversation me and Nip had. You got to get in close. You see the date on there? See what that say?
Justice for Nip.
A young boy would have been there like, yeah,
You did. You did.
You know, it was a higher purpose, I believe, for what we're doing over here. It wasn't to get in trouble with the police. It wasn't to be a menace to the area. It wasn't to, you know, continue a tradition of self-destruction. It was to build. And so all the obstacles and everything we went through for being misjudged and misunderstood, you know, it didn't stop us. You know, it wasn't a brick wall. It was a speed bump, you know, and I embraced it as you know, the resistance, the gravity. I'm trying to
picture this. Nipsey Hussle was making moves to get out of his contracts with Sony.
We're going to be sick that they let you go.
Yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? That's they lost, though. Feel me?
All them labels, that was bullshit just having us come.
Blow the horns, Nip Hussle is in the building.
When he went down there to handle things, there was some tension, possibly involving threats of legal action.
My boy, Dog,
but ultimately, Nipsey got himself out of that situation.
Rest in peace, Dog.
When I did my Epic deal, you know, I was on the run, you know, so I just was like, I'm gonna sign my deal to get this check and fight my case. Truthfully, you know, I signed my deal to Epic, and the police was at my store waiting for me the next day and took me to jail.
Nothing really changed. They just blew him up. He just blew up. He was so talented, you know. Just his marketability, his look, his message, you know. So really, they blew him up, but you know, he from the hood, so they don't know how to deal with that. You don't know how to deal with 100, 200 gangbangers pulling up at the show.
Now, Big U was not happy about this. He was reportedly furious. In response, he allegedly went back and took all of Nipsey's equipment, trying to shut down his progress and kill his ambition.
Me and Nipsey had a fallout. He had my equipment, and I wanted to use my equipment. He got mad because I got my equipment back.
Hey, y'all get out. Say, Nip, come on, nigga, we finna come beat you. because I don't want to pay that $20,000. You say it's over this equipment, but the white folks is pulling me away from the set. I met a Jewish white boy on the front row at the Los Angeles Lakers ball game. Me and this white boy getting drunk. We started talking.
Hey, man. Before we continue, man, we got another donation, man. Shout out my boy, Junior CPA 2011, man. I appreciate that donation. He said shout out to the original Chirac Street legend, man. I definitely appreciate you, man. Straight up. Real talk, man. I appreciate that love, gang. Hey, man, all of y'all been giving me my flowers lately, man. I understand that since I got out, man, y'all really, it's like y'all realize, like, damn, man, you know, anybody can be gone at any point of time. So I'm definitely appreciating y'all, man. You know, I'm just glad and grateful and you know, blessed that I got another opportunity to finish what I started. Real talk, man. Shout out to my boy AZ King, man. He said Ermias was so smart. He really was, man. Nip, man, Nip was different, bro. Real talk, man. Get back into it.
Talking business idea. This white boy, see, I'm a sharp nigga. This white boy pulled me into business ventures, the vector sector, right? So now I'm being expanded, but now they pulling me away from the set.
This business AI hack feels illegal to know about. It's like Canva, ChatGPT, Google Docs, and Midjourney.
So then that's when our conflict started. I ended up getting the equipment back and said, I'm going to move it right here at my shop on 43rd and Crenshaw. And then everybody can get there all the time. Nip, you can get to when you want to. So he got mad. You ain't going to get on my way, you on my way, bro. He ain't like that. He's supposed to make a diss song about me. Well, I ain't no rapper. I'm a scrapper. So we end up having to come talk about that. Pull up the homies, and Nip admitted it's wrong, but still there's some consequences to your wrong. I came to pick him up that morning so he can get his discipline. And his brother got in the way. Talking about my brother not going nowhere.
If you can go to the club and spend $80,000 on bottles, and you can spend $10,000 to go in the club, but you haven't done nothing to help the neighborhood, you know, this young man just gave out 500 pair of tennis.
But what Big U didn't know was that Nipsey was way ahead of the game. He had already recorded around 150 songs. The man was a workhorse.
Piece content up until February 16th was the album release.
Very strategic. I love the planning behind everything.
Thank you.
So when Big U made his move, Nipsey already had a plan in the back of his mind.
He did what no other rappers do today. He sold his own music. He sold his own music. So when I came along and Steve came along, we had a formula that merged what he do, but he outworked any artist I've seen. I'm talking about business-wise. I'm not talking about on the mic. Because if you notice, this man is a more professional than 90% of the dudes who are trying to grow to his level. But I'm saying that to our young baby, to a T, he outworked a whole lot of people. And this is the reason why we are giving him the award, the Businessman Award, because he really exudes everything that you need to exercise in business. So let's give this man a hand and wrap it up for him.
Blind can't lead the blind, bro.
Yes,
Somebody
sir.
Gotta have a vision.
Yes, sir.
You gotta follow who got the vision. You know what I'm saying? So
Yes,
if you
sir.
stuck on stupid, I ain't gonna judge you or have no disrespect for you, but I'm
gonna be over here.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna follow you or take heed to your opinion. You're gonna have to follow what I'm doing.
I heard
and
that.
after a while, that way of thinking versus this way of thinking, more people lean toward this way because of the results.
This is what I did on my own. No, let me take that back. Elliot Grains helped us, and Wiz, Elliot Grains, and P from WAC helped too. Shouts out to WAC 100. He helped too. We got all these people that came up. You know, they really was just cloud chasing on my little kid name. You know, you want to wear Crenshaw across your chest, but that's not going to the kids. That money don't go to the kids of Crenshaw.
You want to help the kids of Crenshaw, you got to do something so directly help the kids of Crenshaw. Help this community, you got to do that.
Nipsey then released a hit track with an artist who was associated with a Compton red flag. They had a strong connection, like brothers.
Going in, neighborhood net, we getting in. Ski TV was happening. Yeah, YG 400, neighborhood net, yeah.
This brings us to the day of a music video shoot. Nipsey went out there with all his jewelry ready to go. The Compton artist was doing his part in the video, and Nipsey was waiting for his turn.
That's somebody from your set, it's from your section that, you know, y'all grew up in the same area under the same street politic, but y'all just two totally different type of men that don't see eye to eye and don't relate on principle, no moral. Then you got other people grew up on the other side of the tracks that you relate to their morals and how they move and what they believe in. So I think that, you know, we gotta judge each other off morals and, you know what I mean, what we stand on first. And you know, to the world, a blood and a crip would never get along. But in real life, in the LA and in jail and in gang areas, you know, that's not always the case. Sometimes you got people from the other side that you become real close with, and that, you know what I'm saying, you end up having a better relationship with than some of the people on your side of the fence. So
what about like YG and Mustard?
My homies, man. Shout out to YG and Mustard. We clicked up in LA. We got a movement. Push ain't all money in.
Is it a movement though? Like,
man,
has everybody? Not, I know you didn't have a meeting, but is everybody really repping for the other cats coming from the West?
To be at my studio, I'll be at their studio. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know,
it's
YG can come
right
to
now.
our hood. He's a blood. He's from Pyro. He can come to the 60s. I can go over there. I've been over there with my jewelry on it. My being myself, and they, you know, they respect it. They love it. I was unheard of. You couldn't do that. You know, so it's different right now. Not to say it's like a gang treaty, a peace treaty. It's not that, but they know we pushing for the city. Right. So, you know, the streets behind it and they respect it. And it ain't fake. Like, I really fuck with YG. I respect YG. I see y'all work a lot together. Yeah.
Man. Once again, man, rest in peace to my boy Nip, man. Raw realness right there, y'all. Like, real talk. You could tell that, you know, Nip, he spoke from the heart, man. You know, everything that he had going on was genuine. Like he said, you know, you may identify or you may bond more with somebody from across the tracks more than you bond with your own guys. You know what I'm saying? You know, you may identify with what they got going on and how they feel, their morals and principles more than you bond or feel, you know, with your own guys. And that's real talk. You know, that's how it usually happens. You know, guys that you've been shooting at for years, guys that have been shooting at you, man. Y'all grow up, man, and y'all have a conversation to be like, damn, man, we got a lot in common. Like, you really the same type of dude as me, you just on the other side. That's how it usually turns out. That's why I'm at a point in my life where I'm trying to teach these kids, like, at the end of the day, you gonna get older and you gonna realize that everything that you doing now while you younger is some bullshit. And it's for nothing. A lot of y'all gonna be cool as hell when y'all get older. You know why? Because y'all gonna be mature enough to sit down and have a conversation with each other. And y'all gonna realize that, damn, we got a lot in common. I ain't had no daddy, you ain't had no daddy. You know, I grew up in a tormented household. You grew up in a tormented household. My mama was on drugs, your mama was on drugs. You know, I like dark-skinned girls, you like dark-skinned girls. Like, for real. You know, sometimes that's what it takes. Real talk. Shout out to baby girl, man, to Neil Bowens. This lady right here, man, is definitely a part of the channel. You know, she's not just a subscriber. She's not just a subject of the channel. She is a part of the channel, man. She has been here since day one, or it may have been day two, but she has been here since the beginning. And she definitely supports the channel full-fledged. We definitely appreciate you, baby girl. She said, King, so glad you're home. Be blessed. And I definitely appreciate it, and it feels so good to be home. Real talk. I am feeling love since I've been home. Who is this? Love and Loyalty. She made another donation, y'all. Shout out to Love and Loyalty. She said, your favorite blogger's favorite blogger. We support everyone else. Let's support our own. Whether it's $1 or 20, the GOAT. He's sparking the minds of the younger generation. Let's go. Man, that's deep. I'm going to leave that up there for a minute. That's deep. She said something when she said that. I need everybody in here, man, to read what this woman just said. You know, I assume that's a woman. I'm thinking that's a woman. But it don't matter. Shout out to you. We're at 373.03. 373.03, y'all. So what that is, that's what? $127. You know, that we get out the way. Shout out to the game. Okay. Now, so I let y'all watch that video because I wanted to give y'all a brief description. I didn't feel like I could properly give it through words, so I wanted to let y'all see what was going on between Nipsey Hussle and Big U before Nip died, right? Also, you know, this brings us to whatever conclusion that we want to make. All of this is subjective, so, you know, nobody's opinion is invalid. Everybody's opinion is valid, most definitely. I'm finna start sending out the link now. Okay, so I'm gonna put it to where y'all can stream it. Y'all can stream this to y'all own destinations. So if you want to watch it in Chrome, if you want to stream it in Chrome or however you want to do it, go ahead. I'm putting that link out now. That's the link right there. Come on in and join the live. I want to hear everybody's opinion. Again, what is a snitch? What's some situations that you've been in, the way you feel like you got snitched on? What's some situations that you've been in the way you feel like you snitched on somebody? Or what's some situations that you've been on or that you've heard about that you feel like you would have snitched? Tonight is the night, y'all. You know? And the reason I'm doing this is because I honestly feel like us as black people, I feel like we've taken this shit too far. We've taken this shit too far, right? Because at the end of the day, what could you do? Do you just let people that terrorize the community get away with terrorizing the community? Do you take it upon yourself? Do you take up arms yourself and fight these gangbangers? You know, those that are civilians, do you go at them or do you call the police? How are we supposed to handle this as a community? Because all of this has got out of hand. Right now, it's guys that have money. They're under the scope. Guys that have money that have been putting hits on people. So you have guys that have money that have been putting hits on people. Then you got guys that have been carrying out the hits. All of these people are under the scope right now. I want to hear y'all opinions on this. I'm finna place the link in the chat once more. Woo. Let me tell y'all something, right? I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Whew, this is a touchy subject for me because I really mess with Umar Johnson, right? I rock with Umar. Umar says a lot of good stuff, man. Umar has a lot of good information, right? I fear that Dr. Umar may be the type of person that is a lot better at talking than he is at actually completing his missions. Nothing against Dr. Umar, because some people are just like that. Some people are good at oratory. They're not good at actually doing what they say that they want to do or they're going to do. We have all type of different people in this world. So if I had a business or something like that, or if I had something that I was trying to do or carry out, Umar would be a great person to have on my team, but I would have Umar on my team to convey the message. I wouldn't have him on my team to be an actual builder. You know? Why do I say that? Because it's been, what, 12, 13 years since he's supposed to have been built this school and did this with this school, and he got the money for the donation, and the school is still not there. SNTV, I'm sorry. It wouldn't have took SNTV no 13 years to build no school when them people over there it took them 2 years to build a school. Now, I understand that he may not have had all the finances that he needed, but guess what? You have everything that you needed to get the job done with this right here. And the people was behind you. So from my understanding, you said it out your own mouth that you got at least $300,000 to $500,000 worth of donations. I know people that have started businesses out of their own house. You didn't have to go buy no $100,000, $300,000-$400,000 property to start no school. You didn't have to do that. I'm sorry. That's just how I feel about that. But I do feel like Dr. Umar has been an asset to the black community as far as generating ideas and his opinions. You know what I'm saying? Things that he put out there. I feel like those are irreplaceable. I really do. So shout out to Dr. Umar. You know, I know a lot of people feel like he's a con artist or whatever like that. I'm not gonna speak on that because I can't say, but I do know that, you know, we supposed to been at a school. What was it? The Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy. And there is no last time I checked, he actually did purchase a school, but it wasn't up and running yet. And it's been upwards of 15 years since, you know, the initial idea was, you know, conveyed. So I don't know. But anyway, I'm going to tell y'all what my definition of snitching is, right? If you in the streets, notice I started off with if you are in the streets. Not if you've been in the streets and made it out the streets and now you're a law-abiding citizen, because you have those people like that. I'm one of them. Right? I did my time. I gave y'all too much of my life. Damn that. I ain't going back. And I fuck the streets. The streets ain't never did nothing for me or had nothing for me. When I went and did my time the first time, the streets ain't did shit for me. When I went and did my time the second time, the streets ain't did shit for me. Can't nobody tell me too much about the streets. I did everything that it is to do when it comes to the streets, except kill somebody. At the end of the day, I'm here to be the first one to tell you that the streets ain't about a damn thing. The streets is a facade. Right? We're going to get that out the way. So if you have law-abiding citizens, you cannot expect them to adhere to the rules of street people. Especially street people who don't even adhere to the goddamn rules they sell. We're going to talk, we're going to talk. We're going to bullshit. Tell a bunch of lies, shoot a bunch of dumb shit. That's what we're not going to do. That's what I'm not going to do. Now, you can hit that link and you can get in here and you can get to talking some dumb shit, and that's what? You ain't going to be on here too long. Because at the end of the day, if these people are being terrorized in their community, what are they supposed to do? These people are scared to death. You can't expect a senior citizen to go to war with a gang of misfits, bullies, guys that don't want to do nothing with their life and don't want to allow nobody else to be prosperous. We're dealing with a culture that if you become successful, that's when you become the top priority. What do I mean by the top priority? The more successful you are, the more that we want to kill you. We got to get you up out of here. Because you're on the verge of making it out the hood. I'm eating oodles and noodles. I'm eating ramen noodles. Bologna. After Oscar Mayer bologna, I'm eating the bologna you got to peel the little red thing off of. And you eating steak and potatoes. You disloyal ass nigga. That's how I'm looking at you. I'm eating bologna raw. I ain't even got no bread. We got 2 pieces of bread. My little brother or my little sister, they gonna get 1 piece, right? I'm gonna get them the white piece. I gotta eat the brown piece. I got to eat the end piece. Don't nobody want the end piece. Y'all gonna make me eat the end piece? I gotta eat the end piece. What if I got a little sister and a little brother? One get the white piece, the girl get the white piece, the brother get the end piece, and I ain't even got no piece. Might not even have a piece of bologna to eat. And you out here eating steak and potatoes? You got to die. Because one thing I do got, even though I don't got nothing else, I got a gun. Which is ironic as hell. I can't afford nothing else, but magically I got a gun. How the fuck does that happen? And not only do I have a gun that, an exclusive gun. I got some shit that they make in the Army. How is this happening? Are we analyzing what's going on out here? Because the big homies ain't gonna feed you, but they'll give you a gun. Because they know you good and stupid. So you got a lot of these shorties dying over guns. This generation dying over guns. Oh, this took. Now I got the kid. I've never seen so much miscellaneous bullshit, senseless killings in my life. Tyrone just died. What he died for, man? Nigga tried to rob him for this sandwich. What the fuck? It don't matter. It don't matter why a nigga died no more. Back in the day, you died, you did something. And people try to apply that same logic now. Oh, he did something. No, the fuck he didn't. Walk down the street. Shorty ain't do nothing. We were just seeing 2 shorties in Detroit killing motherfuckers for nothing. I swear to God, it was just 2 shorties in Detroit running around stacking up hats. They want hats. They want these motherfuckers right here. Stacking up hats. Shorty just running around smoking shit for nothing. It's 2025. You ain't got to do nothing to die, gang. And I'm going to say this before I continue. If you live in a place to where it's cool for you to have a gun, get that motherfucker. Get you some protection. These shorties got the goddamn IQ of an egg. A boiled egg. They got the EQ of a hummingbird. For real. Their intelligence, their emotional intelligence is non-existent. They don't give a fuck. Long as you got the perkies and the lean, you the man. Until they decide that they want to go ahead and take you for your shit. Then you the victim. Real talk. So, my opinion, if you are a citizen, that's not considered snitching, gang. If somebody harm you or do you wrong, that's not considered snitching. That's exhausting your remedies. Because if somebody do something to you and you don't call the police, you don't put the police in it, what the fuck are you supposed to do? I'm supposed to take up arms? Here I am, goddamn old man Leroy. These shorties done caught me coming in the crib, done beat me half to death, pistol whipped me, took my keys. Now they just got my car. Now I'm just fucked up. What I supposed to do? The SSI check ain't goddamn, that bitch don't come but what, once a month? What am I supposed to do? I ain't got no car. I'm just sit there and fuck it, they just got me. Hell no. They ass is going to jail and I need my car back. Straight up. And if the insurance man come out here tweaking, I'm on his ass. Real talk. Yeah, I'm gonna be a grumpy old motherfucker. Y'all young motherfuckers not gonna play with me. Y'all not gonna play with me. I'm not gonna allow y'all to, because I ain't gonna play with y'all. It ain't gonna take but one wrong move, and then we gonna have to cry about y'all, because guess what? I love you, but I ain't ready to go. And I'm not gonna go for you to prove a point. A lot of y'all out here smoking shit just to prove a point. You gonna let me kill you? You let me kill? I'm gonna allow you to kill me and put me on a t-shirt, put me in the casket, have my people crying, have my kids fucked up because you trying to prove a point? I see you, young nigga. You try to prove that point, ain't you? Well, go ahead. Go on, blow my shit off. Go on, hit me with the 50. Fuck it. Go on, put that switch on me. Go on, spank me, young nigga. Put that switch on me now. Do it. Make sure you do it right now. Make sure I check out when you do it. Aim for the face. Fuck out of here. Your ass going down, young man. Straight up. Your ass is going down. You play with me. Damn that. Damn that. Icky with the blicky and all. Damn that. I'm not going like that. Hell no. And y'all don't gotta go like that either. Fuck what these folks talking about. Straight up. That's why these shorties need some guidance. That's why these baby mamas out here need to stop beefing with these baby daddies. These baby daddies need to stop beefing with these baby mamas. And y'all need to learn how to co-parent, because at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, those kids need both parents. The mama gonna provide you with the emotional intelligence, and the daddy gonna provide you with the fucking logic. Because a lot of these shorties is out here emotional as hell. You got an emotional shorty on all type of drugs, running around here doing all type of shit with a gun. What you think gonna happen? You got a 15-year-old emotional shorty on drugs. If somebody look at him wrong, they dead. What the fuck you think gonna happen? He gonna catch 127 bodies. A lot of these shorties out here are mass murderers and fucking serial killers. I ain't never seen so many serial killers in my life. Everybody want to be King Von and Lil Jeff. Shit is out of control. Okay, so if you're a citizen, law-abiding citizen, I don't put you in no snitch category, right? No. If you one of these guys who out here catching these hats, selling these drugs, involved in these activities, in these street activities, and then you fuck around and get caught, now you want to bring Ray and them in it. Why you bringing them in it, gang? You got caught. Now you on some, hey man, the jig's up, y'all. They got us. No, they got you. They got you, gang. They ain't got him. You mess with somebody you shouldn't have messed with. You made the wrong decision, gang. They got you. You got caught with the pipe. They got you. That ain't for you to go tell on nobody. Take your lick. Take your licking and keep on ticking. That's a snitch. That's what I be talking about. Because when y'all be in these music videos and y'all be around y'all homies, y'all got the blick in this hand and the goddamn machete in this hand, and y'all the biggest killers in the goddamn world. And soon as the police come down, everybody telling. How many motherfuckers you got telling on? Man, I got 67 motherfuckers telling on me. God damn. And y'all don't get it. The feds ain't gonna the feds gonna put you out there. Feds gonna let everybody and their mama know your ass told. They gonna let everybody know you told, gang. Motherfucker gonna know you told before the court date even get here. Look at Big U shit. The feds ain't withholding information like they used to. Hell no. Hell no. Because they want to ensure that you ain't no turning back. Oh, you done told us some shit in the interrogation room. Now you having cold feet about going up here on this stand? Ain't no turning back. So to make sure you don't turn back, let's put this shit out here. Get that shit up out here. Yeah, we're gonna put all this shit out here. Hell yeah. Ain't no turning back. Oh, you thought this shit was sweet. You thought motherfucker was playing with you. All right. Go on, drop that. They dropping y'all paperwork like a fucking mixtape. Motherfuckers, I ain't told nothing. That ain't you right here. That ain't you right there. Nathaniel Pearson. That's you, motherfucker. I know your name. I grew up with you. I know your mama. I know Miss Pearson. You told, nigga. And they didn't have to give you no Italian beef or Pepsi. You told. You know why you told? You ain't had no business out in the streets no goddamn way. A lot of y'all ain't got no business out there. How could you tell me that you had any business in the streets when we beefing and the motherfucker caught you walking? You on your way to the store. Motherfucker ride past you and shoot you 127 times. Motherfucker hit you 50 times with the switch, reload and hit you 50 more times. You damn dummy. This is a middle of a war. And you mean to tell me you walking to the goddamn store to get some fucking, what they call them damn things that they be smoking with? Some damn, not Phillies. Come on, somebody help me out. What they call them things? You out there to try, you went to the store to get some damn backwoods. Now you land in the goddamn backwoods. They done turned you to some backwoods. Now they smoking you out the backwoods. You was in a war. You telling me you had any business in the streets, you stupid sucker. You stupid motherfucker, you. You was a stupid motherfucker. How y'all catch him? Now that nigga was walking, man. He was walking. Nigga went and got some cigarettos in the middle of a war. How many niggas y'all done killed? We done killed about 5 or 6 of them niggas. And y'all caught this nigga walking. And caught him walking. You ain't had no business in the street, gang. I ain't never been no scary motherfucker. But right now to kill 10 motherfuckers? And you think I'm gonna be the 11th one like that? I can see you say, man, they caught me at goddamn Indiana Dunes. I was with the kids at Wisconsin Dells, or, Great America, out there. I was out in Bolingbrook somewhere, Naperville, Champaign, anywhere. Nigga, they caught you on 79th. What the fuck was you thinking? You went to the store to get a bottle? You died for some Tito's? I'm tired of y'all. I really am. I swear to God, I'm tired of y'all. And the universe tired of y'all too. That's why the universe is doing this to y'all. Either killing y'all or just fucking send that nigga to jail for the rest of his life. Because y'all do a bunch of dumb shit. Ain't no quick run to the store. They pop out, fire you up. You walking to the store, 10 motherfuckers to seeing you. Man, this nigga walking to the store. The fuck, man? What he doing? Man, this nigga literally walking, bro. Oh, shit. All right. Yeah, where you at? Wait on 67? Yeah. Nigga walking up. Nigga walking. Man, nigga walking up. This nigga walking up, goddamn. Goddamn. 79. This nigga walking up Chicago Avenue, man. Nigga walking up Madison. I know this nigga ain't walking up Cottage Grove. I know this nigga ain't walking up 39th. This nigga walking up the busiest street in goddamn Chicago, man. And he at war. You ain't had no business out there, gang. Straight up. And the thing is, there ain't no big homies out here no more to tell y'all this. You can see it. Motherfucker can see it. Sometimes you can see it, gang. Like shit, you can be used. Unless that's on some street shit, you could be used, but you just ain't this part right here ain't for you. You know, this part right here ain't for you. The killing and the really war, going to war, that ain't for you, gang. You know what I'm saying? You need to be putting together these plans on how we can save this money, stack this money, and make this money flip, and then, you know, maybe you be the accountant, motherfucker. You know, you babysit the kids while we out here sliding. All these niggas got kids. They be daddies at 10 years old. Niggas got kids. You babysit the kids. Kids at home by themselves. Oh, my mom, stop playing with me. The kids at home by themselves. You be the babysitter. Matter of fact, after we get through sliding, you just cook the food, gang. You cook the food, gang. Fuck it. You cook the food, gang. You're a part of the gang, but that's even in the army. Everybody got different roles to play. You got engineers, you got cooks, you got everything in the army. Everybody ain't out here with the blicky pulling the trigger. Because everybody's not mentally capable enough to be out here like that. How many times have we heard motherfuckers in the middle of a war and got killed walking to the stove? Rest in peace, my boy TP. You think because you go to the west side, it's good? You out here with your girl and your kids walking on Madison? Oh, this shit sweet. You still in Chicago. That's like me being at war with some motherfuckers from the west side. I'm in the south side. I'm walking down big ass streets in the south side, on the south side. Motherfuckers got family all over the city. I literally got people from probably 6 or 7 different parts of the city and the suburbs. All on 73rd, 59th, Avis, 13th, Elgin, Aurora, Bellwood, Maywood. Ain't no telling who know who. And you out here walking. I tell you what. This is what we're going to do for you, gang. This is what we're going to do for you, gang. We're going to go ahead and make you an example. And then the next motherfucker will they'll learn from your mistake. Or if they don't learn from your mistake, it'll be another motherfucker dead. D Walker, what's good, my boy? D Walker, what's good? Darius Walker, my boy right there. You already know, man. A boy from the city right there. You know what I'm saying? We at war, you at the park with your shorty. You at the beach. Like this shit sweet. Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. Motherfucker caught you walking down 35th. It ain't even safe for you to be downtown if you going to war with motherfuckers. So, it's like, I don't know. Like, a lot of people don't supposed to be out here anyway. So, when y'all get caught, I be on some shit like, well, I understand. And if you was my homie, I would look at it like this. I know you gonna tell, gang. Because why wouldn't you? Because you ain't built for this shit. This is why they say, shout out to my ladies, but this is why they've always said, don't tell your girl, your mama, or no female in your family what you got going on. Why did they always say that? They said that because guess what? Push come to shove. If they know too much, you going down. Your ass is grass. Because normally, the women they gon' you know, put them, hey man, the kids, you put the kids in jeopardy. Normally they gonna tell it. Now shit, normally the niggas gonna tell it too, but you know, it was always been, you know, don't tell your girl about what you got going on. And we've seen throughout history that that's what usually happens. That was the reason why. Because all it takes for them to, hey, you ain't gonna never see your kids again. Your kids going into foster care. If we lock you up, your kids going into foster care. It was Ray Ray. It was Ray Ray and Don Don. They killed that boy. How you know? Did you have anything? No, I heard Ray Ray talking to Don Don, and they was telling how they did it. And I just didn't want. I ain't know what to do. Please don't lock me up. Now, next thing you know, them niggas got life sentences. Mad at her. You put her in that situation, gang. She ain't out here sliding and gliding and riding and doing all this old bullshit. She don't want to do nothing but throw some pussy. Amen. Real talk. Anybody gonna hit that link? Yeah, fuck the girl. Fuck that girl. I'm telling myself. Yeah, that's right. That's right. That's right. They're gonna say their kids. Ain't by right. You know what I'm saying? Frank said, fuck the girls. He gonna tell himself. Yeah, I give Ray Ray a hard time, man. Ray Ray fucked up. Ray Ray be on that bullshit though. Everywhere I go, why I say Ray Ray? Because everywhere I go, in every city in America, every hood in America, it's a nigga named Ray Ray that's up to no good. With the bullshit. For real. Ray Ray just get a bad rap with me, man. I'm sorry. I done seen more Ray Rays do bullshit than anybody else. Even that nigga from what's the name of that movie? Deuce is his daddy. South Central. That nigga Ray Ray, that nigga wasn't shit, man. That nigga tried to get out the game. The nigga already caught a body for you. You done sent the man to prison for 10 years. Now you got his son out here with the bullshit. You done got his son have his back shot off, and you still don't want to let this man go. Come on, Ray Ray. Come on, Ray Ray. God damn, Ray Ray. You sent me to prison. You got my son damn near killed. Come on, Ray Ray. When he came to Ray Ray was supposed to be, you know what, man, fuck it. You man. You got here. What you need, some money? Yeah, fuck it. Here, you take this shit, bro. You done did a lot for the hood. God damn. Ray Ray wanted that nigga soul. You know what I'm saying? Them Ray Rays, boy, they be rough. Them goddamn Ray Rays, boy, I'm telling you. You can't trust no nigga named Ray Ray. I ain't never ran into a nigga named Ray Ray you can trust. Pookie. Yeah, Pookie's a rough one, too. Pookie's a rough one, man. Any nigga named Pookie, I ain't fucking with him. I don't give a damn. Somebody says 2 Ray Rays in my city. They both like that, and one of them gay. Real shit. Man, shout out my boy Mike Jones, man. I'm telling y'all, man, the Ray Ray be with the bullshit. Yeah. You can't trust Pookie neither. Nah, we ain't trusting no Pookies. I don't give a fuck. Look, we just off the strip of New Jack City alone, how Pookie was. I'm not trusting you if your name Pookie Gang. I'm sorry, I ain't trusting you, gang. Just off that alone, if you roll with that nickname, I can't fuck with you. I'm sorry. Tanil said, "I'll come up if you want SNTV." Come on, baby girl. Shit, let me see if I still got the what's her name. Shit. There go the link right there. Now, it might just be, I know last time, is the link. Could y'all click on that link? Because I think I seen a couple people saying that they will come up. Could y'all click on that link? Is that link? Let me know. Man is another oh man, I got a cousin named Man. Oh man. He gonna see this too, because he's damn sure be fucking with my channel, man. Shout out my cousin, Man. Damn. You ain't lying. The Mans be rough too, boy. Man be rough, boy. My cousin, he rough. That nigga don't fuck with nobody in the family, man. But I'm gonna tell you one thing about my motherfucking cousin, though, my goddamn cousin. I came up there, I had did that documentary. Y'all remember when I did that documentary, and that was in October of 2020. But my cousin wasn't gonna let nothing happen to me. My cousin wasn't gonna let nothing happen to me. He wasn't gonna let nobody fuck with me. Now I told my cousin, I said, "Shit, cuz I'm good. You know what I'm saying? We good, cuz. You ain't gotta keep the blick with you or none of that. You ain't got to go, cuz. We good, man. My cuz, I fuck around, look up, cuz right there. I was like, damn, cuz. I said, man, fuck you, nigga. Fuck that. Hold on. All right, cuz. Cuz was aggressive as hell on security. I told cuz at ease. Cuz say, fuck you. Nigga, you ain't dying on my watch. Shout out my cousin, man. My cousin was aggressive as hell. Straight up. That nigga was say, you, while you in Chicago, you gonna be good. Fuck that. I don't even care what you say. That nigga wouldn't even listen to me. I told cuz I'm good. Cuz say, fuck you, man. You ain't good, nigga. I feel like you good. I say, damn. Cuz aggressive as a motherfucker, but shout out to Cuz, man. Cuz was a real one, though. Cuz was gonna make sure motherfucker got up out of there, did his job, and you know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing happened to me, man. Real talk, man. Shout out my cousin, man. Who this is right here. What it do, baby girl?
Good evening. Good evening. How you doing?
Oh, I'm doing pretty good.
Good. First and foremost, so glad you're home.
Oh, man, I appreciate you. I definitely appreciate you.
Secondly, I'm from Chicago too. I moved to Houston, when I was younger, but I spent all my summers at home.
Okay.
Still have family up there. I was on the low end, but I got family all over the city. So
Okay.
every now and then I look in these videos and some of these pictures, I see some of my people in them. And it's just, it's a hard pill to swallow, man. It's a hard pill to swallow. But I will say that, I had directed my younger two nephews towards your content. And you scared them straight, man. You scared them straight. That's why I am such a loyal supporter.
Oh, man. And tell them I said, man, hey, that's what's up. Tell them I said, I'm glad I did. I'm glad I did. Real talk. That's my that's my goal. That's my intentions,
Yeah, well, just know for a fact you got two, because they were, going down the wrong path. So I'm forever indebted to you for that. So don't think that what you're doing is in vain. You're really reaching, the younger generation. So thank you for that.
That's what's up. I so appreciate you. Thank you.
Absolutely. But talking about snitching, of course I'm a civilian. I always say I'm street adjacent because, I got family, in basically damn near every gang in the city. All right.
Yeah.
So I know some stuff that happens because, streets talk. And I'm nosy. I listen to everything. Don't talk around me if you don't want me to know. That's how I figure. But
you aware. We're gonna say you aware.
I'm aware, very much aware of what's going on around me. Okay.
Yeah.
So of course I would never say anything about nothing because it ain't none of my business. If it ain't happened to me, I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah.
But as far as what y'all doing in the streets, if nobody ever comes to me about it, put it put it that way. Because if it's me or you, I'm always gonna choose me.
Yeah.
And I expect, everybody else who is a civilian to do the same. That would be stupid if you were not.
Yeah.
So, somebody had asked early in the chat, can a civilian be a snitch? Absolutely not. You know, as a civilian, you don't go by no street code. You're not in the streets. And
That's true.
so I'm not a snitch. No, if I talk to the police all day, every day, which is funny because I got people who break the law on one hand and then people who enforce the law on the other.
Yeah.
So it's a weird ass balance that we got to play
It
at the
really
family
is.
reunions, man. But
Straight up. Cause
you know,
I got an uncle, he's a former state trooper, and I love my uncle to death. You know what I'm saying? You better not fuck with my uncle.
yeah.
So
Hell, recently one of my cousins pulled me over recently for speed.
yeah,
He didn't give me a ticket, but just let me know you might want to slow down. I was like, appreciate it.
yeah,
But it's easy to say what you would and would not do until you're in that situation. But for me, I just know that I'm always gonna do what's right because I just couldn't let that be on my conscience. I'm not that type of person. I don't believe in doing other people wrong because I just, I'm a Christian. I don't believe in blocking my blessings. So whatever is the right thing to do, that's what I'm gonna do. I've always had a very black and white view of the world. It's right and it's wrong. There's very, very few gray areas that I subscribe to. How other people think about things, that's on you, but we're all individuals. So me as an individual, it's either right or wrong. It's either left or right, it's either up or down. I don't really see a lot of gray space in a lot of things.
yeah,
So yeah, if the police come to me and you done did some shit and I know something about it, I'm absolutely telling because I'm not going down for you for nothing.
yeah. No,
It's a running joke in my family. Everybody know don't do shit around to them because she gonna tell. Absolutely. I ain't going to jail for nobody. I've managed to live my life
you
on
just
the up and up.
you
I ain't
just
doing
made
no
me think
time.
of something. You just made me think of something. Go ahead, I'm listening.
No, I'm just saying I live my life on the up and up. I ain't doing time for nobody. I ain't never been behind bars, and at 45, I'll be damned if I ever introduced to some now. Shit.
Yeah,
So,
yeah,
but as far as street people snitching, I've never understood that because this is what you signed up for.
yeah.
This is the contract you entered into when you stepped off the curb and into the street. So I've never understood why you snitching. If that's the code of the streets is no snitching,
Yeah.
then that's what you're supposed to do, right? But nowadays there is no loyalty amongst thieves. There's no loyalty amongst anybody. You know, they backdooring people left and right. You can't trust your own friend. Your own friend will come in your house and shoot you in the back of the head. So there's no loyalty amongst thieves, and everybody is looking out for themselves. So I don't expect any loyalty in the street culture anymore. It used to be if you were labeled a rat, they took care of you back in the day. You weren't labeled a rat long, you were labeled dead after that. They ain't let those type of allegations once they got the proof, they ain't let that shit slide. So now, quote unquote, rats and got real comfortable
Yeah.
with getting up on the stand and pointing the finger at you to reduce their time.
Not only that, they getting up on the stand, going to testify, and next thing you know, hey, guess what? They in the rap, they still with the rap in successful careers,
Yeah,
So
yeah,
it's like it's
yeah.
different now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it is. It is. I don't understand this culture that has taken over now. As much as like some drill music, I ain't gonna say all. Some artists are decent. I ain't even gonna say they good,
Yeah.
but it has just warped the minds of the kids. Totally warped it. They think that's what you're supposed to do. They think this is real life GTA 6. And it's just like, no, baby, you don't respawn. You ain't got another life to come back. Once you gone, you gone. And I don't think they understand that. And I get it because, hell, when we was teenagers, everybody thought they were invincible. Everybody thought nothing was gonna happen to you
Yep.
until something did, or something happened to one of your friends, and then reality set in like, damn, this is real life. I could really die out here any day. And hopefully one day they'll get it. And we won't be having to have discussions like this. But until then, I'm glad I live in Texas where we open carry, because I leave out of my door looking like Rambo every day. Y'all ain't fucking with me. I go to the gun range 3 days a week to practice. I ain't playing with y'all little asses. You know, run up on me if you want to. Run up, get done up, like they said. I'm not playing with y'all.
Okay.
Well, you know, I'm disabled, so I can't physically fight anybody off me.
Yeah.
So I'm going to protect myself. And fortunately, I live in a state where it is perfectly legal for me to have every kind of weapon I want to visible wherever I go, unless it's posted.
Yeah.
And I'm going to take full advantage of that. It would be stupid not to, because they running wild everywhere. It ain't just Chicago. You know, I live in Houston. Houston bad as hell now.
Hey, just as bad.
You know, I'm fortunate to live in the suburbs, but I don't go in the city if I don't have to. For what? It's not worth it.
Man. Oof, wake up call. I'm just man, I really do appreciate you for coming up here, Miss Barnes. Real talk. I'm just kind of relieved to see that I'm not the only one. Cause sometimes, you know, when you don't talk to people, when you don't have these conversations, it's like maybe it's me, you know. But I've come to the conclusion that these shorties are just, you know, they outrageous. You know what I'm saying? And
yeah, they're different. They're different.
I'm not easily scared or timid or docile or none of that. But I ain't gonna lie. When it comes to these YNs, you know, I'm kind of skeptical about pulling up on them, you know, as far as like face to face. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't be wanting situations to go to another level, you know, because I'm a big guy. So in a way, you know, and then I talk kind of aggressive, you know, at times, you know, which is something I'm making work on. I definitely need to work on. So I don't be wanting things to go to another level, you know. I really do be trying to help these shorties for real, but it's hard, you know, because if I say something, I may say something and you on drugs, so what I say, it don't come off the right way to you, and next thing you know, you got a gun in my face, you know. So for real.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's not just you. Trust me, it's most of the older people. I you know, above a certain age group, I would say probably 32, 33 and up. We grew up in a different time, a different day and age, and we had different experiences. You know, we first of all, we didn't have the internet. Oh, I didn't have the internet. I'm not going to speak for anybody else. I didn't have the internet when I was a teenager. You know, that was something that we really got into as far as social media and stuff. I was in my 20s, so social media ain't never really meant much to me. Um, I don't really do social media like that, but they stay on social media. You know, they do everything for the internet. You know, everything is for clout. You know, it used to be back in the day, you actually did some shit and put in some work so you can make some money. Now they just want the recognition. You know, I've never seen so many broke young people who out in the streets in my life until this generation. They ain't trying to make no money, not no real money. They just want the recognition. Like you said, so many serial killers. You know, I've never seen this many young serial killers, because let's call a spade a spade. You know, because me myself personally, I don't subscribe to the whole, oh, it's a war. I mean, y'all act like y'all at war, but it ain't no real war. Y'all fighting for, you know, streets that you don't even own the house that you live in on.
Okay,
It
now
ain't no
talk
war.
that talk now. Talk to
You
him now.
know, it ain't no war. Y'all have just, for whatever reason that it's been passed on from one generation to the next, have a hatred for people who live around the corner from you. It's crazy as hell to me. So you can't say you're at war and these are casualties of war. No, these are just kids that are dying at the hands of other children who have turned into serial murderers. This shit is sad. It's sad. It's crazy and it's sad all at the same time. It's mind blowing in some cases. Just like, damn, how can you be so cold and so callous? You know, it used to be like you mentioned TP. It used to be when you saw somebody with their woman and their kids, you gave them a pass.
Yeah.
But now you just blowing people down in front of their children. Who was it? What was his name? Jarrell City Rail, I think it was. He died in front of his kid or his son at the laundromat. You know, that shit is crazy. And now you've left this child without a father. What you think he getting ready to do when he grow up? You know, the cycle just continues. It's sad as hell, you know, and I have no clue how we can stop it, slow it down at least, because you have to think about it. Every time one of these young men die, especially when they die and don't have children, you just cut off a limb from the branch of that family tree. After him, there is no more. You just ended a whole lineage right there. And it happens every day. And that shit is sad. It is so sad.
It really is. I'm not gonna lie. FBG Duck, rest in peace. He said something that was very profound to me. And at the time when he said it to Zach, rest in peace. He did an interview with Zach, and he was saying how he was willing to basically form a peace treaty. But what he said was, you know, we ain't got to fuck with them. They ain't got to fuck with us. But at the same time, just leave each other alone and get some money, you know? And at the time I was like, you know, boom, it popped into my head like, you know, present these shorties with an avenue to get money. And that's how we can stop this shit. Okay, fast forward 2025, giving the shorties money don't even stop it. Look at all this shit that's going on. Look at Julio Fulio in them situation. Look at King Von. Look at Duck. It's so many BTB Savage. Like so many that have obtained Dirk. You know, it's so many. Yellow Beezy. They're taking the money and using the money to basically fuel the wars even more. So it's like, no, you don't need no money either. I don't know what to do at this point.
Yeah.
I used to think like, well, as long as everybody gets some money, everybody happy. No, these shorties want blood. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, but one thing about me, you know, Mr. Neil, I'm gonna do everything I could to try to help figure it out. You know, because I promise one thing that I don't know how I would react if I was ever put in those type of situations. You know what I'm saying? I thought different before I had kids. I got a son out here. I got daughters out here. You know what I'm saying? It's so many accidental murders and stuff like that to where people were shooting at somebody else and then the kids, you know, ended up getting hit. Or, you know what I'm saying? That stuff like that, man. That stuff like that. It puts people into a different mental state for the rest of their life. Your son or your daughter catch an accidental bullet, you never really come back from that.
Yeah.
They say, even though Boss Trail was doing what he doing, they say Boss Trail mama, they say she snaps. They say she never came back. And it's a lot of mamas like that. It's some fathers like that. The father of the guy from was he from Killer Ward? What was the shorty name from Killer Ward, man? Comment section, help me out. The shorty that ended up, the 10-year-old, man, that I think them Stones took him out, man. They killed that shorty over there.
Because they was going after his daddy and couldn't find him.
Yeah, they was into it.
Yeah.
Tyshawn Lee.
Yeah,
Tyshawn Lee. You know what I'm saying? Like situations like that. You know, his daddy ended up going to the joint and getting a lot of time because his daddy just went on. He got on some Rambo shit.
Yeah.
Got on some Rambo shit because at the end of the day, we into it, but damn, y'all took my baby. But who's really to blame? Because these are the type of people that you're dealing with. And you know these are the type of people that you're dealing with. people that have no morals and principles. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, I really appreciate you. I really appreciate you coming on here, Ms. Barnes. It's so good to hear your voice. It's so good to hear your input. You know what I'm saying? And you know, it's definitely motivational. I definitely appreciate you.
Absolutely. I appreciate you too. Keep on doing what you do. Your work is not going in vain.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. That's what's up, man. Do we have anybody else that would like to hit the stage? Toby, I've did what? How many Chirac Street Legends have I did since I've been out, y'all? What? At least 3. Get up to it, gang. Go on, get in there. You probably got about 8 or 9 videos that you haven't seen. That I posted since I've been out. I like doing Chirac Street Legends because for one, y'all like them, but for 2, it's a perfect opportunity for me to, touch these shorties. Like, I know that they're gonna watch the Chirac Street Legends. I know that if they don't watch nothing else, they're gonna watch the Chirac Street Legends. So, boom, that's why I put my message in. And I know a lot of y'all say, well, these shorties ain't no legends. Well, for one, a legend is that's subjective, right? You can't say who a legend is and who not a legend. A lot of y'all don't understand the Chicago culture. Y'all don't. A lot of y'all just don't understand it. And I understand that y'all don't understand it. So your opinion is valid. What you believe in, that's what you believe in. But a lot of people be missing out on the fact that a legend is not just a specific person. A legend is also a story. A legend is a story. Let's look up the definition of legend. Shout out to Love and Loyalty for the donation. We at 300, y'all. She said, SNTV, never put too much trust in friends. Learn how to use enemies and try not to get slimed out. Keep being great. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. You most definitely said that. Let's see what a legend is. Okay. So, number 1, not number 2. Number 1 says a traditional story, sometimes popularly regarded as historical but unauthenticated. The Legend of King Arthur. Number 2, an extremely famous or notorious person, especially in a particular field, right? So that's what I be trying to, get y'all to understand. Like, a lot of y'all be saying, well, oh, this person ain't no legend. Like, we not dealing with the English language. The English language, in the English language, one word can mean 2 different things. As such, a legend is also a traditional story, y'all. A legend is a story. Urban legends, that's a story. Chirac Street Legends, these are stories. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these guys that I do these stories on, I may not consider them legends, but 1, they're definitely legends to somebody. But 2, these are stories. Chirac Street stories. That's what it should have been named, or it could have been named. I started to change it to that just so I don't have to hear a lot of the people in the comment section. He ain't no legend. He ain't no legend. But legend sounded better. And a legend fits the description. The meaning fits the description. So before we speak, we got to start looking into stuff, y'all. We got to start doing research. A lot of us just be talking out our ass, and we don't be knowing what be going on. We adhere to the English language, y'all. So if you don't know what something means, if you don't have an understanding of something, it's good to ask, not assume. Real talk. Does anyone else want to bless the stage with their presence? Does anyone else want to take the stage with their presence? Want to bless the stage with their presence? Okay, so let me get in the comment section. Street guys, right facts, right. Hit that like. They legends in them hoods, so they are legends, just not to everyone. That's a fact, eh? I listen to you because you actually from there and got the inside scoop, Mr. Graybeard. That's real talk. You already know. Just like urban legends, just a legendary story. That's a fact. Subscribe to the Crown channel. Sharp to the Judo. I see you working, gang. I appreciate you. Yes, my brother SNTV, you back in your form. Nah, but thanks for asking. I definitely yeah, real talk. I definitely appreciate y'all. The lives are going, they gonna start back growing. I definitely got a lot of subscribers. We gotta start back getting these. It's slowly but surely happening, but we gotta get this algorithm back up to where they sending these notifications to everybody. They're not sending notifications to everybody. Toby just got in the conversation. This is how I know it. Toby just got in the conversation to ask me, have I been doing any Chirac Street Legends? If you've been watching me, you know I've been out for 3 weeks now, and that's all I've been doing. I did what? I know I did at least 3 since I've been out. Might have been 4. I know I did at least 3 Chirac Street Legends. I did a Wicked Streets of Chicago. I did maybe 10 videos since I've been out. Y'all know that. He don't even know that. So we just got to get, we just got to get back in the algorithm, man. We got to get YouTube back used to us. It's been a while. It's been 4 years, y'all. It's been 4 whole years. That's a long time, of the channel not necessarily lying dormant because I was on pass and I was doing little videos, but that's been a long time since the channel was, really just active like that with me posting every day. So we're going to get back to it, y'all. But y'all already know, man, I love y'all, and y'all know what I like to say. Never put too much trust in friends. Learn how to use enemies, and try not to get slimed out. It's your boy, SNTV. Until next time, I'm out.